Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Stronger Than Cancer, the Warrior Mindset. So I think honestly a lot of people misunderstand what I mean when I say stronger than cancer. I have been using the hashtag stronger than cancer and warrior mindset in a lot of my posts on Facebook and Instagram and stuff, right? And I know for a fact that a lot of cancer patients don't like the term of warrior mindset, of a warrior, that is, because it perpetuates this idea that you need to be strong all the time, and a lot of people don't like to think of it as they're fighting a battle. So when I speak, obviously, on my posts and on this channel, I am talking about my feelings. I am not a spokesperson for all cancer patients, and I don't pretend to be. I am just speaking from my experience, and sometimes I will draw reference to other patients who agree with my train of thought, or things that we speak about. When I was diagnosed, I honestly felt like I was going to war, right? That this was a fight, um, that I had to win no matter what, because a lot of people draw reference to their strength coming from God or whatever reason. For me, first and foremost, it's my kids. It's my kids. I cannot see a world where I am not with them right now. In all honesty, if God was to bless me with enough years that I can see them old enough that I have taught them to be independent and strong and not let anybody take advantage of them, and to find their place in this world and to be confident, I would be happy. You know, I honestly would be happy because they are so little. I am not scared of death, right? I am not. Many people I speak to, not cancer patients, but in general, over the years of my life, many people are very scared to die, and I always wonder why. It's a part of life. It's a difficult part of life, especially when it happens suddenly, especially when someone suffers for a long period of time. But it is a part of life. We all will die one day, you know. Hey guys, so as you all can imagine, trying to get content with little kids around is difficult. But back to what I was trying to say earlier about what is the warrior mindset and what does stronger than cancer mean. So receiving a cancer diagnosis is devastating, right? It devastates your entire life. It uproots everything, relationships, your job, everything. But for me, at the time of diagnosis, I did not have that moment of I can't come to terms with it. For me, at that point in time, it was okay, how are we going to deal with this? Because in my mind, if I have a plan, I can deal with it. If I have a plan, I can take steps to deal with it. But things don't always go according to plan, you know? Things rarely ever go according to plan in life. My thing is, many people might think I'm putting stronger than cancer, and it means that, hey, I'm going to beat this, I'm going to live, cancer is not going to get the better of me. And I am hoping and praying that I do beat this, that I can put every single cancer cell out of my body and be told that I am cancer free, there's no evidence of cancer, and I can live my life. But the thing is, I understand that life is never going to be normal. It's never going to be normal anymore. Life will never be normal anymore, because every single time you feel some pain in some parts of your body, you're going to wonder, has the cancer spread? Is the cancer back? And the thing is, you have to try and redirect yourself and live your life, right? For me, saying stronger than cancer means getting up every single day and just trying to live your life. It's easier said than done, And it doesn't mean that I am this positive, cheery person all the time and, all hippie and grateful for life. I am grateful for life. I feel so much gratitude to wake up and look at a sunrise. It's unbelievable, right? But there are obviously very hard days. There are moments when I know I am not being the mother I want to be to my kids because I don't feel well, because my emotions get the better of me, and because I am frustrated. Side effects become a daily part of your life. And I mean, it's not something to me that people think that because you don't talk about it, it's not there. But what do you think your life would be like if every single day or every single time somebody says, "Hey, how are you feeling today?" And you are like, "Well, I'm nauseous. I'm so tired, I don't think that I can get out of bed, but I have to. I have diarrhea. I have a weird taste in my mouth. I have headaches. My body hurts. My skin hurts." The list goes on, right? But what do you think it would do to you to say that every single day to every single person who asks you, "How are you feeling today?" It doesn't make sense. And I am not saying this that you shouldn't, if somebody asks you out of a concern, that you shouldn't let them know how you're feeling. I'm just talking for myself. Many times I'll just say, "I'm alright, I'm okay." But the side effects become your new normal. And as I was talking with some good friends earlier, it is messed up. It's really messed up that this is now your life. But what is the alternative? No treatment and you just wait for this cancer to overtake your body? That's not an option. That in nowhere is that an option. At least not for me. I cannot give up if it means that every single day for the rest of my life I have to take this medication that makes me sick every day. Then so be it. If that is going to give me more time to be here to watch my kids grow up, to make sure that they can take care of themselves, then so be it. That to me is stronger than cancer and the warrior mindset. To know that the bad days and when you fall, when you have a meltdown over everything that's happening around you, that you can pick yourself back up and keep moving. You just keep moving forward. That to me is what the warrior mindset means. And that to me makes all the difference. Because, a lot of people don't understand unless they are actually in it. They don't understand because they tell you be positive and don't worry, and it's difficult to not worry. It's difficult because, maybe if I did not have children, I would have approached this differently or thought differently. But to know that your life is basically on the line, and it's not just your life that's going to be affected. I have 4 children. That's 4 little people depending on their mom, right? And even up to today, I made a post and people told me, you're really strong, don't worry about it, or to that effect. And I know everybody means well, but for all intents and purposes, there are so many factors at play. I have been in treatment for a year already, and I don't know for how long again I will be in treatment for. There is a possibility that I might actually have to be on medication for the rest of my life, and you never know what can happen. Radiation therapy is supposed to be done within 3 months of finishing chemotherapy or your surgeries, whichever was done last. I finished chemotherapy in April 2022. My surgeries were in June and July. We are now in January 2023, and I still have not done radiation yet. I did my CT SIM, and you're supposed to get a call within 3 weeks of doing your CT SIM to start radiation. Monday will be 8 weeks since I did my CT SIM, and I still have not gotten a call. And even if I get a call on Monday saying that we're going to start radiation, I am already on the wrong side of this fight, because all the research and all the doctors will tell you that the longer you wait to do radiation, when there's a lapse in treatment, it increases your risk of having a recurrence. So a recurrence doesn't mean that you're going to notice anything happening now, but who knows, maybe a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, who knows. And my thing is that when people hear you have cancer, they write you off. And if people can say what they want, that is just a fact. In their mind, maybe subconsciously, they write you off. They think that's it. Even if they are being supportive, genuinely supporting you, and they think that you're doing well. In the back of their mind, because they know of people who would have lost their fight with cancer, they think that it's just a matter of time. And sometimes I wonder if that's the reason that the bare minimum is given in some instances. Is it that you don't think it's worth it to invest more into treatment? A friend of mine shared, there's a post circulating on social media right now about chemo and radiation and so on changing you for the rest of your life. And a friend shared it last night, and there were quite a few comments about cancer no longer being a death sentence, and with the new medications and stuff they have available, you can be in remission and you can live. There is life after cancer and you can be a survivor. And all of that is true. It's perfectly true. However, we are, I think, a few years behind in our treatment plans, in the medications that we have available to us, and then even in the medications that we have available to us, in sometimes having shortages and so on. Then what? When no medication is available, what do you do? For those who cannot pull money out of their pockets or raise money through a fundraiser to purchase the medication, what do? You go without the medication. And then when there's a lack of medication to treat the cancer in your body, what do you think will happen? So when people say, don't worry, you're going to beat it, it's something that I have started taking with a grain of salt, because I know many people, they mean well, obviously. They genuinely want you to beat this cancer. But logically, or what is possible, that's a whole other story. And, it's a frustrating thing beyond words to deal with. I mean, I'm calm now, but in my moments of insecurity and my moments of what will happen to my children if I lose this fight, I get very, very angry. I have a very small number of people that I thought would have done absolutely anything to ensure that I beat this. And they showed me that my life, literally my life, was not worth it. That is a difficult thing to deal with. It's difficult to know that you can be in the worst place of your life and it means nothing to some people. Having cancer changes everything. It changes friendships, it changes family relationships, it changes lives, full stop. And I think a lot of people are oblivious, and a lot of people don't understand how prevalent cancer is in Trinidad and Tobago right now, and that we need to change the narrative. We need to find out, first of all, I think that there should be studies ongoing as to why there's such a spike, because you're seeing younger and younger people being diagnosed, and cancer is more aggressive in younger patients than older patients. So when somebody tells me that, hey, my grandmother or my mother-in-law survived this, you're going to be fine, because if she was this age and she did it, you're going to be fine. It doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. you will find that older patients actually survive and a 30-something-year-old dies within a shorter space of time, or gets an aggressive recurrence, and the older person goes on to live their life. So I honestly think that research should be ongoing as to what is the cause. I think that there should be programs being rolled out at our health centers to educate mothers on proper nutrition for their kids, and even the school feeding program, because things like hot dogs have nitrates which are known to cause cancer, and it's something I think multiple times for the week that we are feeding our kids. It's something to think about, you know. And I mean, I don't pretend that I have all the answers, right? Or that my kids are super healthy. We try our very best to give them healthier options, and for the older ones to speak to them on having healthier habits. But I mean, they're kids, you know. So, but something has to change. Something has to change, and it has to change now, because we're heading down a really, really bad road. And I honestly don't know what's going to happen, because if our healthcare right now is so overwhelmed and people are not taking notice or taking charge, I don't know what's going to happen 10, 20 years from now. I shudder to think what's going to happen. So at this point in my journey, I really want to make more memories with my family. I want to live intentionally to create the best possible days that I can for my children, and to understand that each and every day is a gift that we have. And people might think I'm being all cheesy and it's a cliche, but it's a fact. There are people who woke up this morning without their loved ones, but we are here. For whatever reason, we were given more time. And that in itself, if we understood how blessed we are to have that, I really think that a lot of us would stop complaining so much and just live life with so much more gratitude. Anyway, guys, I'll talk to you all soon. Take care. Bye.